It'll be just me on this trip, headed to Princeton, West Virginia for Cool Cruisin Nights cruising. And before I hit the road, I've got to wash and detail the car and get my tires shined. I'm finally scooting. I had a bit of a delay, stuck on 77 North between Withville and the first tunnel. And it was just because it's a tunnel. I always want to scream, there's a hole on the other side. People keep going. But I sat in traffic for an hour. We averaged about 3 miles an hour. It was crazy. At least I had air condition and music. Well, I'm here at the Cool Cruisin Nights in Princeton, West Virginia. It is June 15th, and the weather has been spectacular. The turnout has been great. Lots of new cars that I haven't seen, which I haven't been up here in a few years because I haven't been able to come because I've been working, but it's been fantastic to see. So what we're going to do, I am going to turn the camera around and I'll let you all see what the cruising is like in Princeton on Mercer Street. It's the Mercer Mile. So I can't play any music because YouTube, won't let me. But I think we'll just enjoy the sounds. I think you can hear it now. Young, come on. And straight ahead is Sophisticated Hound. It's a local restaurant and brewery. And then to the right of it is Jimmy's Restaurant and Jimmy's Pizza. Those are new. Jimmy's Restaurant was here, years and years ago. I think even like in the 50s. And it went out of business, and then it was bought and redone. And I ate there today, and I had the thick cut fried bologna sandwich. And it was spectacular. Thick cut bologna, fried, 2 thick pieces of toast, mustard, pickles, cheese. Oh goodness, it was so good. So this is the strip. And people come out here in hot rods, rat rods, minivans, mopeds, 4-wheelers. People love this. I used to come cruising here. Dad would bring me when I was in the 70s. He would take my friends and me down to McDonald's and get an ice cream sundae or french fries. And then we would come up here and cruise. And we thought we were something else being able to do this. Then when I got my driver's license in 1987 and I came up here, I had a Firebird, and it was awesome. We do this for hours each night, back and forth, back and forth. Gas was 83 cents a gallon too, though. This used to be an every Friday and Saturday night thing. And I don't know when it died out, maybe early 90s. I'd already moved away from West Virginia, but it had died out. And in 2011, I was on social media and people were talking about it would be so much fun to cruise again, and we need to get together and cruise, go to Princeton and cruise. And I posed the question, what if we just had a reunion? So I planned a cruisers reunion in 2012, and I got permission from the city manager. The police chief signed off on it, and he didn't think it would be a lot of people showing up because of the cost of gas. But it was July 2012, and Mercer Street didn't have anybody on it. The businesses were gone. It was pretty desolate. And about 3,000 to 5,000 people showed up for the cruisers reunion. And people's minds were blown. We had people come from Nevada, from Florida, just to come to the cruisers reunion. So we had another cruisers reunion in 2013, and after that, my friend Richard and his friend Keith, they were with the Princeton Bluefield West Virginia Hot Rod Club. They got with me and said, how about we do a once a month cruise, May through October? And we got permission, and the city gave us their blessing, and Richard came up with the name Cool Cruisin Nights. And we chose the third Saturday of the month so it wouldn't be a conflict with other cruises in the area. Just as a courtesy, you don't want to do it the same night. So this is the 10th anniversary of Cool Cruisin Nights. And it's May through October. And in October, we have the Creepy Cruise. That has become our biggest one, really. People dress up their cars. Businesses will sit outside and give out candy. People dress in costume. Their cars are dressed up. It is an awesome, awesome night. It is so much fun. And we see like Freddie and Jason driving vehicles. And kids love it because everywhere they go, they can trick or treat. And a lot of the cruisers, they'll park and hand out candy. They'll bring candy and get into the festivities. My dad's got a 55 Mercury. He built it from the ground up, and he's brought that out here. And he loves it. Mom loves it. Brittany loves riding in it. Mom and Dad drove from Virginia to Texas to get the 57 Thunderbird 312. Engine's been bored 60,000s over, cylinder heads milled, got an Isky racing cam, 650 Holley double pumper, 4-barrel carburetor. It's a work of art, and it sure does sound good. So, suffice it to say, I got my love of cars from my dad. He turned me into a gearhead early on. I have a few dream cars myself. The first one would be the '69 Mustang with the Boss 429 in candy apple red. But seeing as how fewer than 900 were made, it's pretty much a pipe dream that I'll ever have one. But, hope springs eternal. One can never tell what can happen. And then Buick Grand National. I got to ride in one back in '87. Dad brought one home from the car lot where he worked, and that thing would scream. It was amazing. And then, of course, gosh, I'm stuck in the '80s. I would love to have an '87 Trans Am GTA. Again, he brought one home from the car lot where he worked, and it had like blue metal flake paint, and it was absolutely gorgeous. And that thing would scoot too. So I've got a few vehicles in mind that if I ever win the lottery or become independently wealthy, at least one of those is going to be on my radar.